what I didn't like is that I was presented with two choices. Do you want the 50 hertz optimized version, or do you want the 60 hertz optimized version? And of course, the 50 hertz version came with, you know, Mega Drive Europe branding or design, and the 60 hertz one came with Genesis and or American design. At least that's how I remember it when I pre-ordered it ages ago. I'll have to see now because I still haven't opened this. In fact, there's still a chance I'm gonna open this and it's a bar of soap or a brick or whatever the fuck. Anyhow, it's Barney. What's going on, Barney? A Vulpit's good to see you. Everything's good. Everything's good. I got an emote from that. I got an emote. Thank for the haha struck right, Jack. Thanks for the 22 months. Grazie porco il tuo dio. And 288p. Well, yeah, but I don't know, man. It's just why'd you have to release two versions, right? I think I went with the American one because, you know, I didn't want to have to deal with black bars, I guess. I don't know. Tired Man, we had another girl September the 23rd. Well, belated congratulations, then. That's a big one. Good to see you putting in the effort. The shrug emotes. Christmas. Are those emotes to stay or something? Left empty. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. I'm gonna have to open this. All right. Let's be quick, and then let's I actually prepared a little bit of lore, which it's something I haven't done in I checked on Pastebin. Last lore was triple play, and I made it more than 100 days ago. Holy shit. 100 days is more than 3 months. Hey! Who's that? It's another Italian subscription. Thank you! Oh, it is Ultracore. It is. Zenki, grazie per I 18 mesi. Porca madonna, facevi in tempo a fare due film 18 mesi. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if I am to wait before until I finish baseball to play new Mega Drive games, I'm gonna miss out on promptly playing about I don't fucking know 800 new releases. Yeah, this is the American version. Yeah, left empty. I don't know. That's preference, but forcing myself to go with either the Genesis branding or the 50 Hz version, it is something I was never faced with, and I did not like that. But anyhow, here's Ultracore. Oh, I have the Mega SD here as well, but I don't think I'm gonna get to that. And I have Xenocrisis as well. That actually arrived. I don't know if I'm gonna be playing that soon, but Alright, so here's the thing. How do we do this? Let's see. Do I have a webcam? Do I have a webcam? Oh, okay. This will do. Wait, or new scene, right? Add video webcam. There you go. Full screen meme. Do I have dildos around? No, we're good. Here's the game. It comes with a postcard. Collector's welcome postcard. Sorry for the poor quality. Lighting is kind of shit, but we don't really care about that. Here's the packaging. Now, this was released October last year, also by Columbus Circle, which are those Japanese publishers for 16-bit Rhythm Land. If you remember me streaming that awesome game. Find and destroy Vance before his evil plan is brought to fruition. Run and gun Ultracore. 5 large stages, tons of weapons and upgrades. Hardcore action, remember that was the original name for the game, Hardcore. Optimized for 60 Hz. So imagine the 50 Hz version was like blue. I don't know, but I'm stuck with this. And hey, actually looks pretty legit. And by that I mean like the finish of the plastic and whatever. Anyway, we're gonna tear this shit off, just like that. I actually didn't tear, but here's what you get. Get manual and cartridge, because what else were you expecting? But let's dive into the manual now or later. So that let's do that later. It's very bare bones, but it's got a lot of color inside. Spoilers, no unique artwork on the inside either. All right. Lore. Let's lore. Let's lore it up. Ultra lore. Izumi, what's going on? Good to see you, baguette friend. All right, so Hardcore Fantasies. You don't want to Google that. That's a play on the fact that these developers did Pinball Fantasies, right? So I actually wrote the lore only in Pastebin. Didn't make my own document. I whipped that out real quick. Let me open that. All right, so the premise is that Ultracore, originally known as Hardcore, as you can see in the magazine preview, which is a back in the day magazine preview from '94, I think. This is a freshly released Mega Drive game, but not quite a new one. Its release was originally planned for 1994 from developer Digital Illusions and publisher Psygnosis for Mega Drive, Mega CD, and Amiga systems. It was cancelled by Psygnosis, supposedly due to a shift of interest towards new generation consoles, in particular the PlayStation 1, while the game was almost finished. But it was likely rescued in the past 2 years when an old hard disk was found with the game on it, pretty much. That's at least what I hear. Don't quote me on that. The development was then ultimated with the input of publisher Strictly Limited Games, but handled by what is somewhat still the original team. DICE, now known for the Battlefield shooting franchise and other stuff like Star Wars Battlefront and Mirror's Edge. Cool J, how's going on? How? Thanks to the host. I can speak. All right, let me zoom in. Let's take a look, because I actually want to read this. All right, let's do this a bit more. There you go, professionally, kind of. That isn't. All right, whatever. Anyway, work in progress. Here's some unique artwork, by the way. CD32 based multimedia jazz mag extravaganza, or cracking good shoot 'em up from southern Scandinavia, because Sweden. And the Nuttall. Oh Lord, Andy, you got a good name. Not all. Hopes that it's the former, quite frankly. Project Hardcore, publisher Psygnosis, developer Digital Illusions, whose Fredrik Liljegren, project director, Bostaffen Lanningen, programming, Joachim Vegemar, graphics, Olof Gustafsson, music and sound effects, and Greg Daddle, the producer. That's the only non-IKEA name in there. Initiated January 1993, released September 1994. All right, let's see what this reads. I want to read this. I haven't read this. What's this? Hardcore from Sweden has this once great and frolicsome mag deteriorated into nothing better than a glad rag from the cedar side of Kun. I don't agree with the way they're like shitting on Sweden for no reason. What the fuck is this? Surströmming, an article about surströmming might have been better. As it happens, arguments could be formed to weigh to that statement, but thankfully it has nothing to do with Psychonauts' new game. Hardcore looks fantastic. Coming straight from the Turrican school of sideways scrolling, robotic shoot-em-ups, the graphics are sumptuous, even in the early versions that we have seen. Everything is dressed with metallic effects, walls, doors, enemies. The artist has used bas-relief to stunning effect, as you can see from the screenshot here. But, get this, Digital Illusions didn't think they were quite good enough, so it is redrawing them as we speak. Talk about sticklers for detail. These graphics are all from the A500, referring to the one Amiga model. Because we haven't done anything A1200 specific yet, says Fredrik Liljegren, project director for Digital Illusions, and the guy is also a co-founder of DICE themselves, and you know, Digital Illusions, pretty much the same thing, kind of. For a while we stopped doing the Amiga version to concentrate instead on the Mega Drive, and we found that the graphics didn't convert that well. Now we've redrawn everything. We may use the new graphics on the Amiga, but they won't be too different from what you see here. There should be more colors though. Hardcore is the last word in getting in a robotic suit and shooting things with big guns them up. No, really, just take a look at that firepower, and that quite literally is nothing compared to the weapons which become yours later on. And it really does become something special. Alright, good caption. See a big fucking robot beetle. It's pretty sick. 6 times a night. 6 times a night. Yeah, I can't do that much. It could be said that Digital Illusions' motivation for creating games comes from looking at other examples of genres, sneering and making them better. With Hardcore, though, the boys are aiming at a very competitive area of the games market. The running, jumping, and shooting platform game has been done repeatedly, if not completely, to death. Take Robocop. But why is there a comma? Take Robocop and Turricans 1, 2, and 3 for examples. However excellent though they are, there always has been, oh, I don't know, something lacking in those games, blah blah. This shit doesn't interest me in the least, by the way. Let's skip ahead. The platform section of Hardcore consists of 6 levels of Blastdom. It says 5 here, but maybe it was 6 initially. All manner of robots, droids, and machinery move with malevolent smoothness. They take pot shots at you with pea shooters, they launch homing missiles, blah blah blah. According to Fredrik, the graphics will change every second level. Okay, so 6 levels. First 2 have the same tile set, then new tile set for other 2 levels, and then the final 2. Okay. And there will be different music for each level. Nice. The music, incidentally, is driving stuff. Exactly the groove needed for such... for such... well, such an adrenaline pumping shoot 'em up. There you go. Code up. But wait, there's more. A separate driving section, which they had to finish and add last year or something. I know that much. A separate driving section, so the tank levels, will also be included in between platform levels 1 and 3 and 4 and 5. Your character leaps into a jeep armed with a cannon, and enjoying the top-down view, you steer the jeep around and run over the machines, introducing a bit of role reversal into the game. The cannon mounted to the jeep is independently controlled, so you can shoot enemy tanks, helicopters, planes, artillery, missile bags, blah 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 blah. Alright, it's pretty cool. Cheaters. Yeah, some spoilers, but nothing I didn't already know in the way of that. More interested about any extra info we might gather, I suppose. The captions on the left. Okay, this might be interesting screenshots because they're unfinished stuff. A peek into the world of preliminary sketchland, so you can see some of the characters in the game. I don't see the sketches. Wait, I must be looking at the. Oh, it's referring to that phase on the other page. Okay, of course. We already got past that. Big ones. Referring to bosses. Okay, here we go. You can have more things on screen on the Mega Drive than you can on the Amiga, sadly, says Lilligren. So the Amiga version won't see quite as much action. Mind you, it's half as good as the early version we saw. That really shouldn't be a problem, if it's half as good. Yes, it seems that guys at Digital Illusions are making a bit of a name for themselves. Hailing from Sweden, the company's aim is to combine the talents of Swedish demo coders, a scheme which has already produced 2 of the best-selling games on the Amiga to date, which are Pinball Dreams and Pinball Fantasies. Now, don't tell us that you haven't heard of those games, because we won't believe you. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. The question is the blah, blah, pinball, blah, blah. Carl, 34 years. Thank you very much for the 34 months resub. Good to see you, Carl. Appreciate it. How are you? Hey, it's Muham. It's a good emote. Driving it home. In the middle of last year, Illusion sent a demo of Hardcore out to 6 different software publishers in the UK. The company was on a high. Pinball was doing well in the charts, it had blah blah blah. It received huge critical acclaim from the Amiga magazines, and so naturally they thought they were on to a winner. However, the publishers weren't as enthusiastic as they had first thought. Although the pinball games did very well, says Lilligren, we only received phone calls from 2 companies regarding Hardcore. Quite ludicrous, really, when you consider its pedigree. The 2 phone calls we received were from Psygnosis and Team 17, Lilligren adds. While both companies are undoubtedly very good, we were always intending to produce a Mega Drive version. So Psygnosis, being an established console publisher, was a natural choice. I think there's like one Team 17 release on Mega Drive. I don't even remember which one it is. For the first time, Digital Illusions is developing a game without using Amiga as the lead machine. This is probably not a sign of things to come, more a signal that Illusions know the Mega Drive is better suited to shoot 'em ups than the Amiga. Its other forthcoming game, Benefactor, that one did get released, also released through Psygnosis, has been developed on the Amiga, so we're not seeing a trend reverse just yet. And so, when are we likely to see Hardcore released? Little did they know it was gonna be fucking 2019. With the Mega Drive appearing first, that will obviously put the Amiga versions back, Frederick reckons, though that we should see it this side of September 1994, but he's currently discussing exactly which format it will work with. They have a version which runs on the A500, but Psygnosis seems to think that the A1200 and the CD32 would be better platforms. Whichever, it's going to be a stunning game, and you know the one, which is the name of the magazine, will keep you up to date with developments. Alright. That wasn't too bad. Believe it or not, I was just about to stream myself, and I have an excuse not to. I'm sorry, world, I made a Carl stream not happen. I will never forgive myself for that. No irony there. Dreamboss, what's going on? Alright, so that was the magazine shock, right? Alright, we're gonna be talking quickly about the developers, right? Now the game is Digital Illusions. They then became DICE, Electronic Arts, EA DICE. EA bought them, I think, in 2010 or something. DICE is now known for franchises such as Star Wars Battlefront, Mirror's Edge, and Battlefield. I'm not muted, okay. Originally, as it emerged pretty much from the magazine, was originally a Stockholm-based Swedish development team known as Digital Illusions. One of its co-founders, Fredrik Liljegren, which you've seen talking in the interview, actively contributed, along with other DICE employees or former employees, to the ultimation of Ultracore, originally known as Hardcore. He was also responsible for starting the demo group known as the Silence. To this day, Ultracore is DICE's latest release. The game, interestingly, stayed for some time as an exclusive to the Mega SG console, which, if you don't know, it's a high-quality, feature-rich, fully Mega Drive compatible system by Analog. It was a built-in game and it exclusively was released with the Mega SG. It later got released not only in the classic Mega Drive Genesis format, albeit with this curious 50Hz, 60Hz optimization distinction. So there were two different versions. But it also got released in a third different version by Columbus Circle in October 2019 in a Japanese packaging. You might remember Columbus Circle for the publishing of 16-bit Rhythm Land, which I have just in the other room. Remember me playing that Rhythm game on Mega Drive. Ultracore was also quickly adapted to PlayStation 4, PlayStation Vita, and Nintendo Switch. Yeah, Olaf Gustafsson is this guy. That guy. The guy next to him on the bottom left is Fredrik Liljegren. And let's speak about Gustafsson, Olaf, let's speak about him, because he's the composer. Now, he's credited for the composition. Something you might be familiar with is his work on, of course, just like these other dudes, on Pinball Dreams, the very popular Amiga game. And you might be hard-pressed to find the right information about the right person when you Google Olaf Gustafsson, given how his homonymous is an entrepreneur and a CEO for the holding company of Pablo Escobar's brother. But I digress. At any rate, Pinball Fantasies, Pinball Dreams, Pinball Illusions, True Pinball, they all came from these guys, and the soundtrack came from this Olaf dude, who's also credited on some Battlefield titles between 2000 and 2005, and on a nice variety of other games. What's interesting to note is that he also contributed to the design of some of said pinball games, and in particular of Pinball Fantasies 1992, with credit that says original concept, and True Pinball 1996 with a credit saying table designs. Here's our man, our music man for Ultracore. It's a Cosby sweater. So I have high hopes now for the soundtrack. I'm hoping it's real good, you know. I'm just hoping for it. Now let me switch to this scene. Everything seems to be ready. Everything seems to be very ready. Let me just quickly check my phone because it's bursting and I got plans for later. Vai, fammi sapere se sei libero, ci organizziamo. Il posto sta a Garbatella dietro casa mia. Vieni pure Pordo. Alright, sorry for the big Italian moment. Jack says, "Gay, the one who reads." No, I'm not even joking. Jack just texted me. Thank you, Jack. It's very, very funny. Very funny. I'm gonna be honest. That was pretty good. You got me there. Oh yeah, the manual. Forgot I was gonna read the manual, right? I was gonna check the manual. Very weird plastic smell coming out of this. Not the usual. I don't know if you can smell it. Anyhow, this, switch to this. All right, Ultracore game manual. Can I just read like this? Let's see. The year is 2099. I gotta see if I got a steady hand. Mankind has conquered space. It's a time of great technological advancements. On a mission to map the surface of the planet, Private MC HC stands for hardcore, probably, receives an emergency call from Military Outpost Alpha. All personnel return to base immediately. We are under attack. Captain Vance has gone mad and taken over all the combat droids. Destroy everything. Stop him at all costs. So the villain is your boss. Good. Player character. Those are in-game screenshots. Unfortunately, nothing exclusive to the manual, I suppose, other than the text. Main menu, HUD and controls, instructions. Yes, Carl, but it's a game that was cancelled while it was almost done. Cancelled by the publisher, Sagnosis. Developed by Digital Illusions, Swedish developers for Pinball Fantasies and stuff like that. It was released this year. Yeah, I just got my copy recently. I pre-ordered it. One of those. Yeah, I got a concert left empty. Tips and tricks. Oh, holy shit, 21. Why is it? It's listing the tracks. There's 21 songs. It's pretty hot. Tips and tricks. Collect 100 coins for an extra life. Jump on enemies to reach higher areas. Use bombs to open some secret walls. Touch walls to uncover secret areas. Use platform physics to reach higher areas. Jump to use the momentum of moving platforms. Shoot crumbly walls to destroy them. Shoot hidden platforms to unhide them. Cool, there seems to be a lot of secrets. Hold the shoot button to lock direction. Levers do more than just opening doors. Some platforms disappear in touch. Write down your level passwords. Some bosses can be earthed by your weapons. So there's like some puzzle element to some bosses. Composed and produced by Olaf Gustafsson. You know, for having them listed in the manual one by one, you'd think they would actually have names. No. They all just fucking level 5A, level 5B, level 5C. Fucking hardcore Sweden dudes are the best. Notes and credits. You can't really read them on webcam. Original team. Okay, original team. Programming, Bo Lankinen. Graphics, Joaquin Hedgemar. Music and SFX, Olaf Gustafsson. Software managing, Fredrik Liljegren. Additional graphics, Marcus Nyström. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dudes, of which one isn't even a developer, and the other one is the music guy. So you have one dude doing the code, one dude doing the graphics, and another dude doing more of the graphics. And then you have all 5 of them also credited for level design and concepts and idea. Oh, whoa, what the fuck? Hold on. Whoa. Okay. Check this out. Concept and ideas. You have Olaf Gustafsson, you have Joaquin Hedgemar, Bo Lankinen, Fredrik Liljegren. Oh, there you go. I had no idea what. Oh, that is so fucking hot. Nice, dude. Check this out. I had no idea what sound engine they use for this game. Now I do. Can you read this? Hold on. Please let it focus for maximum reveal moment. Dude, fucking focus. Please focus. I don't think it's going to focus. Is it even set to autofocus, this shit? Is it? It's not. My bad. Alright. Let's try again. There you go. Music program Zyrinx. That's fucking badass. That's the Jesper Kid sound engine for their Mega Drive games. You know? So that's, you know, you can expect something with the sounds or flow of, although the composer is different. This gotta be the first game with a soundtrack with that sound engine, but not composed by Jesper Kid. You know, Subterranea, AWS, Pro Moves, Soccer, Adventures of Batman and Robin, and the Red Zone. That's the 4 games, right? Maybe I'm forgetting. Slave Jobs. No gems for it here. Cutscene 3 with a classic masterpiece. Yeah, left empty. Some names in there are made up by some of the dumpers, right? I didn't know you contributed. All right. All right, so that's very nice. I'm excited for the music. Zyrinx is the developers, right, for those games like Subterranea. I did some other lore on them. Packing Program, Stefan Boberg. Then you have Team Ultracore, Michael Colms, Steve Snake, Matthew Gambrel, Matt Phillips, my man. Matt Phillips is the creator of Tanglewood. Remember me playing Tanglewood? Beautiful game. I also have that in my other room. Matt Phillips, the one-man army. He probably contributed with, I don't know, technical shit. Maybe, I could imagine he maybe lent the SNASN to the development kit from back in the day that he used to make Tanglewood. He's also now working on an engine to develop his next Mega Drive game on. He's been working hardcore on a Sonic clone just to get the engine down correctly. So I'm pretty excited to read his name here. It's the only one I recognize other than Zyrinx and the ones from Digital Illusions. Gerhard Weyrauch, Frederick Lilligren, Joachim Wegemar, Dennis Mandel, Benedict Brax. Some of these dudes might also be other dudes that work on Tanglewood that I might know from their aliases, but these only real names. Team Ultracore special thanks. Matthias Keelan, David Johnson, Casey Casey, Martin Lindell, Sven Grunberg, Ayako Mendel, and you for buying and playing Ultracore. And you for watching this. www.strictlylimitedgames.com. Thank you for your support. World Wide Web. Trademarks and property are property of their respective owners. That was a manual. Nice. I wonder how I would have reacted listening to the music without having read Zyrinx for the music program sound engine, but I'm 100% sure I would have recognized them. Alright, here's the cartridge. I'm trying to wrestle out of the box. There's no branding on the box, of course. You can't have Sega branding like normal boxes. That would be unnecessarily risky. Now, the cartridge quality from the outside seems nice. It's got normal screws, not those other kind of screws. The label seems high quality. It's even got a little bit of, looks like relief game, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna pop this in and start playing the motherfucking game now. The seal. I didn't actually. Hey, Samson, what's up? I just opened it. Didn't break it. Oh, Steve Snake is the Kega Fusion author. Nice. Oh, that's right. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. All right. Aside from the smell, I dig the packaging. It's not bad at all. It's pretty nice.